Thanks so much for keeping us in your homes here at 6:30. I'm Brian McElhatton. We're continuing to follow the news from Granger High School, where several people were taken into custody after shooting students with an Orbeez gun. We'll tell you what that is in a moment, but first, our team coverage for you. Jonathan May is live with what police are saying about this tonight, but we begin with Annika Johns from Granger High. Annika, in the beginning, there was so much confusion. The parents were worried, understandably. Bring us up to speed on this now.
So exactly, Brian. People were absolutely worried today. So just behind me, officials tell me that in the parking lot you see just over here, it's actually the south parking lot, and over here at that south entrance, we were told that earlier today, 3 Granger High School students were shot with, like we said, an Orbeez bullet gun. Now this left, like I said, some students really concerned and parents really worried. Now officials with the school district say just before noon today, a Granite School District police officer noticed a suspicious vehicle circling the parking lot before approaching 3 Granger High School students. Now, after a brief conversation, officials say 2 suspects got out of the vehicle, shooting an Orbeez gun towards the students, hitting all 3, leaving them with minor injuries. Now, the teens accused of shooting the toy gun then re-entered their vehicle and attempted to flee the area, but were quickly taken into custody by police. Now, officials, student, and their family members say they're grateful today's incident wasn't any worse, but it's a grim eye-opener for some and has mixed emotions going around.
Obviously, we're feeling very fortunate that it was minor in terms of the situation itself and the injuries to our students.
Yeah, I'm both grateful but also concerned about not knowing about the situation. It's kind of what's going to happen now and what are they going to do in the future?
Like, what are you doing running around school properties and stuff? Like, yeah, you got a car, but go use it for a good purpose. What is this with guns and stuff? You're our age, dude.
Now, police have not confirmed what school the two students who shot today are going to. They say they're still looking into everything and an investigation is ongoing. Reporting live from Granger High School, Annika Johns, ABC 4 News.
Now, even though these Orbeez guns aren't real firearms, experts in school-based policing say they can cause real harm and real panic. Jonathan May joins us live in front of Granger High School tonight with that part of our team coverage for you this evening. Jonathan?
That's right, Brian. The people I talked to with both experience and training as police officers say it can be hard to tell the difference whether or not a toy gun is real or not, especially if it's in the heat of the moment.
It begins to become a life and death situation. Even though it's a toy, we don't know that. So that certainly is one of the big, cautionary issues here.
Kennedy is a former law enforcement officer and the executive director of the National Association of School Resource Officers. People firing toy guns can cause confusion, he says, and adds if a law enforcement officer stops a car and sees a toy gun shown to them, they will treat it as real out of caution, especially if it's in the heat of the moment.
We don't want to go around shaking everybody down for toy guns. But again, because they can present as real weapons, this is something that SROs can take a strong role in.
Kennedy says parents should check in with their kids and know what they're taking to school. Leaving a toy gun at home can avoid causing panic. As
a child of the 70s growing up, we were always playing with toy guns, and they looked much more like toys, back in that day and time. Many of them do not look like toys anymore.
Now, Kennedy believes that orange circle at the end of each toy gun that you may see doesn't really help law enforcement tell the difference between what's real and what's not, saying guns he sees take on many forms and shapes and sizes. Reporting live in front of Granger High School, Jonathan May, ABC 4 News.